So that's, to me, an incredibly important difference between this product and any other multivitamin. You might just pop a couple pills and think you've covered your bases.
Right. And that's important to us. You want to start your day with those whole foods. The next thing is most people's days, if they're anything like mine and probably like yours, you're going to deal with some stress and some, just different things in the environment and the workplace and stuff. So we wanted to put in a blend of adaptogens to really just help the body deal with stress. So do you want to talk just a little bit about the adaptogens? We have the Ganoderma, Chaga, Cordyceps, Rhodiola rosea.
Yep, exactly.
And again, those are put in just to help the body deal with stress.
You hit the nail on the head with the adaptogenic herbs being incredibly crucial for reducing stress, reducing cortisol. A lot of the times we wake up and immediately you start thinking about your day. Think about everything that you have to do in the day, and you get stressed before you can get out of bed. Cortisol starts spiking, your adrenaline starts spiking, and then as soon as that wears off, you're exhausted, and your day hasn't even started yet. So these incredibly powerful herbs are phenomenally efficient at reducing cortisol. And one of the negative byproducts of having a bunch of cortisol is your body stores the food that it takes, that it intakes. You eat food, and instead of burning it as energy, your body stores it as fat because it's sensing a very stressful environment. And it's in a stressful environment, it needs to store fat for just in case. So keeping the cortisol reduced with these powerful adaptogenic herbs helps your body resist the urge to store fat and burn it so you feel more energetic.
Yeah, and what's interesting is I heard that the cortisol created for just like bad traffic or different things like that is enough to get your body to start to store fat. Also for men, actually start to shut down testosterone.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of crazy things with cortisol. One thing that we hear all the time, because obviously we wanted not just a multivitamin, mineral product and, some awesome adaptogens, we wanted something that people could really feel. So we put the nootropics and the energy and mental clarity blend. And one of the things I hear all the time is, man, I don't really get the jitters. It doesn't wear off and I feel tired and like I need a nap all the time. Can you explain just a little bit of what you did in putting that together so that you just kind of have a long, energy period with mental clarity, focus, and stuff like that, as opposed to a lot of times with stimulants, you have all this nervous energy, almost too much energy all at once, and then it goes away and you actually feel worse than if you didn't take it to begin with.
Yeah. Oh man, I love this part. This part gets me really excited. So the natural ingredients that are in this really focus on mental clarity, like you said, focus, energy. So the nootropics in here, they increase your neurotransmitter activity. So the rate at which your neurons are firing in your brain. And it gets really exciting to just take an herb that's not a central nervous stimulant, like Bacopa.
Right.
And you take that and all of a sudden you just light your brain up. You tell your brain to start firing a bunch more neurons, and it just gets excited and your brain is all of a sudden very alert without feeling overly energetic, without feeling overly stimulated. But then there are also a little bit slow start days, and so getting a little bit of what nature's given us in these nice stimulants like guarana, yerba mate, yohimbe, these are great natural stimulants that all have different stimulant curves. So if you think of caffeine, so if you think of just drinking a cup of coffee, caffeine takes about 30 minutes before, so if this is an energy curve, so it takes about 30 minutes for the energy to start increasing. And then about 4 hours later, this starts coming down pretty good. It's a nice little peak. You take something like yohimbe, you start feeling that much quicker than 30 minutes. So that comes up quicker, and it has a different taper curve. And then you add in guarana, and it's slower and gentler, not as high as, just straight caffeine. And it comes up slower and tapers off much slower. Yerba mate is very similar to guarana. So you take these 4 different stimulant curves, and then you put them together, and what you wind up with is this really mellow, long-lasting energy curve that doesn't have a big come down, that doesn't have a big crash. It doesn't get you instantly jittery. It just makes you start feeling great pretty quick, and you still feel great for a long time after that without the come down, without the crash.